Hey y'all, this video is going to just introduce our project. I will talk about this during our orientation class as well. However, I just wanted to make sure I have a little bit more detail for you to go back to and watch if you would like to. So there will be a project module. Everything that you need for the project will be in this module. If there is something that's missing that you have questions about, please feel free to let me know. And I will either create a video for the general class, or I can just point out where the information is for you. But essentially, one of the biggest concerns that I have going from a 16-week semester into a 5 week is to make sure that the concepts that I teach are very similar. And so, in order to maintain that, I adapted a group project from the full semester into a solo or possibly partner project for you to accomplish within the 5 weeks. And so during this project, this first file is going to give you a full outline of the entire project. We're going to be analyzing an individual's personal leadership styles and management styles. And we're going to be doing that through interviewing industry professionals. Okay. Um, this can be somebody that you work for. This could also be someone that you have met at a networking event if you want to reach out to them and ask them questions. But primarily, you're going to be contacting an individual and asking them if they would be willing to sit down for about a 45-minute to hour interview about their leadership styles. All right. And so it is a two-part process. I have given you an outline for what you should be working on each week in order to accomplish the project within the 5 weeks. The first checkpoint is going to be, what is your plan? Are you going to work solo or are you going to work with a partner? If you work with a partner, what is your overall outline going to be of who's going to be responsible for what? And then also, if you're working solo, have a general timeline available as well. You also are going to be selecting your interview questions. Okay, so you are going to select 2 to 3 questions from each section, section one, two, three, and four. Okay, you can come up with additional questions if you would like, or you come up with different questions, or you can even modify these. These are just examples for you to get started brainstorming of what questions you can ask. And then as you conduct the interview, there's some information that you'll want to read in the information document. And then your checkpoint number two is going to be a narrated slide presentation. So I have posted a video in this module about how to narrate your slides in PowerPoint. I do recommend you use that platform. Otherwise, you can use things like Zoom to record, just like I do for these videos. Um, so essentially, you are going to basically read through here and get an idea of what content is necessary for the presentation. Let's go back to the module. And in our project module, I also have given you a template where you can actually just write just the questions you want to ask on that template as you go through and start the interview process. I have given some email suggestions as well. So if you do want to reach out to somebody, there's a couple different scenarios that are listed here, ranging from someone who you have met before at a networking event, or someone you have worked with, or maybe even somebody that you are just admire. And like let's say it's a chef in the San Antonio area, and you want to interview them. There's a email recommendation that you can put in there. The template, you can copy and paste it and edit it as you need it. So for whatever reason, it's not processing and coming up with my visual preview. So let me go ahead and download it just so you can see for the purposes of this video. Right, again, so here is our suggestions. If you would like to, you can just copy and paste. Again, because this is the template, you want to delete any information that is not necessary. And anything within the brackets, you also want to fill that information in and then delete the brackets. But this is again just something that you can use to get you started, and then you can edit it as needed. And so this is someone that you're focused primarily on those learning objectives of what the purpose is. Um, if this is a little bit more upbeat, email option three is brief and very professional. There are tips before sending at the bottom of each one, so please make sure you read those and follow those before you send that email. It's always a good idea to have somebody else proofread your email as well. So this is where you're going to turn in your project checkpoint number one, which is your overall timeline, as well as whether you're going to work solo, and then also the questions you want to ask. Okay. Um, this is a video that I have created in the past about sharing editing capabilities. So if you are working with a partner, this is a way that you can work through your cloud version of PowerPoint. And that way everybody's working on the same presentation. The video I just recorded for recording in PowerPoint, so it allows you to create that narrative and that audio recording in PowerPoint. And then this is where you will submit that final presentation of 7 slides. So I hope this helps. I really look forward to seeing what y'all come up with for this class. And this is a project that I felt really strongly about in this full semester, and I wanted to make sure we carried it through to the summer semester. So I look forward to hearing your feedback on how this project went.